I've just finished a shift in my taxi, but I'm feeling a little bit peckish. Where can I go in London for a late night eat? Well, in this video, we're going to find out exactly that. Some of these eateries are open 24 hours, including one which boasts one of the most magnificent views all over London. Let's get started. So, just waiting on my order. I remember this one from when I did this with Sonny from the Best Ever Food Review Show. Be proud that I've come back here. We actually got beans on toast, which funny enough, isn't a menu item. But yeah, they do all day breakfast, and obviously that is all day, all night. Absolutely mad. Still quite busy in there as well. I've gone for the spicy baguette, £6, so pretty good value. Stuff in the window looks absolutely delectable. This is a pretty sweet, ideal spot, because obviously it's directly opposite Liverpool Street. So knowing that you've got a train to catch or something, you can quickly come here at all hours. Or if you're really down on your luck and you've missed the last train home, come here before getting a black cab home. It's got some weight to it, so over £6. It would have been the same price had I sat in with it. Didn't realise there's like security on the door. I guess being near Liverpool Street, it might have a bit of an issue of, lots of passing traffic, so they need that kind of security. What have we got? So they've cut it in half for me. Lovely, it's warm. Let's open this the correct way, otherwise it's going to go all over my seats. It's basically a bacon sandwich with like a jalapeno kind of spread with salsa cheese, I think. Let's give it a spin. Now that is good. It's pretty good value for something you can get that late at night. Let's to see what the other options are like in this video. The sub is actually really quite soft. It's not like one of those crunchy kind of baguettes or whatever. I didn't want that to just be crumbling everywhere. Generous amount of bacon in there, but their menu is really quite extensive, and just the hot dogs they had in the window, all the cakes and stuff like that. It's a real operation in there. And I got to have a really good chance to chat with the bloke who owns Polo Bar. He was a really sound guy. He's done discounts and stuff for cabbies in the past, but the trouble is what really screwed him up is obviously things like Bishopsgate. It's not really that much of a cabbie hotspot, and being able to stop quite easily here. It's a weird kind of spread, that cheesy spread, but it goes very well with the bacon, I must say. The second joint we're going to go to has been on Thrift Street here in Soho for 75 years. Been in the same family for 5 generations. It is, of course, Bar Italia. Can I get a toasted focaccia, please? To take away, please. I've never been here before, it's my first time. What can people expect?
It used to be 24 hours. Now we're open from 6:30 in the morning until 4 AM in the morning.
So nearly 24.
Yeah, so nearly 24 hours.
What shift do you work?
Night shifts.
I have no idea why it's taken me so long to go there. That place is awesome. And like there was pizzas coming out, there's like espressos coming out, people drinking coffee, and the staff there were super friendly as well. They were like, hey, do you want an espresso on the house and stuff like that? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna go to bed soon, so espresso might be a little bit psychotic. To be able to get that this time of night, it's like I'm discovering new London. It's a famous hangout for mods. Sometimes you see a lot of motorbikes and stuff out there. I mean, it's just quite easy to park up, and it's just quite a friendly, just casual kind of atmosphere. But let's give this a go. £10.50, which to be fair, I guess eating in at that time of night, not too bad. Let's have a little look at this. That is good. So it's prosciutto crudo and mozzarella. So it's quite a basic focaccia, but yeah, that's good. I guess it's a bit basic for the money, but they had presumably whole bowls of pasta in there for like £14. Pizzas range from like £11.50 up to £16. They look pretty amazing. I mean, what am I going to do with a whole pizza in a taxi? Now we're going to go to another West End joint, but I'm going to give you another bonus 24-hour food option. Now, whilst it's quite fun to try new food spots, it's still a lot of faff to be in the right area at the right time, and then even finding parking to go to some of these eateries, which is why I want to introduce the ultimate 24/7 ready-to-go food, and that is Y-Food. Complete meal replacement shakes. Y-Food have been a long-term sponsor of this channel, and for a simple reason. They're a complete game changer to how I get nutrition whilst working on this YouTube channel, or if I'm out in the taxi. One super tasty bottle is 500 calories and 34 grams of protein. It's going to leave you full until your next meal, because I routinely skip meals, or if I'm out driving, I've just got to work, I don't really want to stop. It's kind of an inconvenience when I've just turned up to work. Best thing is, Y-Food is giving you 10% off of any order. Just use my discount code TAXI-YouTube, or
the link in the description down below. And another product I'd recommend from them are their meal replacement bars. These are high in protein and great as a little stopgap. If you don't maybe want to have a whole Y food bottle because they are quite filling, this is nice for a little afternoon pick-me-up. I'd recommend starting with the taster pack if you're new to Y food. Maybe while you're there, pick up some of the bars as well so you can be covered on all fronts. Now, let's move on to our next 24/7 eatery.
This one's on Great Russell Street, the Bloomsbury one, and the original is on Fulham Road. That one is open 24 hours. This one is nearly open 24 hours. They shut a little early on Mondays and Tuesdays. Still some pretty substantial hours to get some late night food. Let's give it a spin. So pretty quiet in here. I mean, it's just mad, just the selection of stuff on the menu. So 24-hour fish and chips, that's pretty mad. I guess the game changer on this menu is actually in non-late times. They've got a really extensive breakfast menu. I mean, where else could you get a ribeye steak at like 3 or 4 in the morning? I mean, this is quite a basic dish, really. Could have gone with the pork ribs, buttermilk chicken, and Belgian waffle. Madness. I feel this is sort of a classic dish that a lot of cabbies get in some of the other cafes. Just chicken Milanese. It's good. I think the thing with 24-hour places, it feels like safe. You know, when you're out in the cab driving at all hours, it can be quite lonely, I guess. Maybe you're a knowledge student, like I was, you know, out at like really early doors, 3, 4s in the morning. Something like this to get you off to a good start. Or maybe if you've been on a really long pointing session and the sun's coming up, chow down on this. That had a huge range of stuff on the menu. You have to be a picky eater if there was nothing there that you'd like. Quite alluring that you could get fish and chips at stupendous hours in the morning.
Stupendous.
Great find that. It's always handy to have these different spots in the back of your mind. Splendid. As I was going up Brick Lane, I noticed this car following me. I'm willing to bet good money they're going the same place that I'm going to. It's a Brick Lane bagel. Bagel. Told ya. Can I have a salmon and cream cheese bagel, please, love?
That's going to be £4.05, please, sir.
Thank you so much. There's a whole 5 there. Lovely. What's your name, by the way?
My name's Emma.
Emma,
yeah,
wicked.
Come and see me at Brick Lane Bagel Break.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Famous taxi driver. Go on,
wicked. Normally when I do these videos, I have to do it with the assistance of a young lad called Logan, because he does all the camera work, and he also is a bit more out there than me. I'm painfully shy and introverted. I don't really like asking people for permission. I'm sort of filming in the backdrops and stuff like that. And she recognised me from YouTube, which was cool. But yeah, I remember years ago, you'd go in there and you could be really like, hey, how's it going? And you wouldn't get much, but yeah, she's great. She's always in there the sort of times I go in. That's great. That's what you want from an institution like Brick Lane Bagel. It's open 24/7. I think it's even open on Christmas Day, if I recall rightly. Salmon and cream cheese, plain bagel, £4.05, I think it was. You really can't go wrong for that at all hours of the day. Hey, man.
People alongside Brick Lane in these areas love to like snatch anything that looks
oh, cheers, man.
on bicycles.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
It's okay.
That's nice enough of him. I think he didn't realise I was a cabbie. That is true. That's the only thing with late night London, and that's why I'm sitting in the cab to do this. Well done for that, man. I hope he shares that message with many other people, because yeah, phones get stolen a lot. Anyway, one thing that's not getting stolen, look at that. I think even just to get that amount of salmon, like from anywhere, and they're pre-made, these ones, so that's the great thing about Brick Lane as well. That's literally in and out service. Mandatory London list. Like, you are not a Londoner, or you've never been to London unless you've been to Brick Lane Bagel. I'm putting it out there. It's that simple a to-do list. Tourists can come do it. Seasoned Londoners can come do it. Cab drivers go there. Anyone goes there. Like, it's a free-for-all. It doesn't discriminate. To finish up, I've saved the best till last. And to get there, it involves getting in a lift. On Bishopsgate, the famous Heron Tower, it is duck and waffle. Let's give this one a go.
Now, as Duck and Waffle is a fancy dining venue, I was quite limited on the shots I could capture here, as they have a no video equipment policy. They sometimes honour walk-up guests, but generally the best thing to do is book online on their website to avoid disappointment. To get to their late night menu, I had to stay up until 12:15. Taking the iconic lift up to the 40th floor, you get this stunning view over the west into the city of London. And they honoured my request of a window seat. This one looks out east, so you get the most beautiful view of Tower Bridge and the Gherkin. Now this is what I came for. The spicy ox cheek donut with apricot jam. For £15, this was incredible. The ox cheek has a real rich and full taste to it, with some smoked chilli and coriander, encased in a donut dough and topped with apricot jam for a perfect balance for all those contrasting flavours. I did not want this to end. Highly recommended, and comparatively a bargain to be able to sit here on the 40th floor eating some incredible food, looking out over Tower Bridge.
Somewhere with a real vibing, buzzing atmosphere, and I have no idea like how that's open 24/7 because Bishopsgate is dead. It's 1 o'clock at this point. I feel like I need to be keeping my voice down actually. Surely that can't be that busy in there like all the time, 24/7. I'd be interested to know how you found this video and if there's any other late night options I might have missed entirely. If you've enjoyed this, then you might want to watch my best lunches in London video. I'll leave that one over here.